Hey guys, it's Toasty Fresh here again, and it's another bit of an pickups that I'll be showing today. But this time, instead of doing the consoles, I thought I'd do a few of the PC gaming pickups that I've got recently, because I'm not an absolutely massive PC gamer, but I do have a few games for the PC now, and I have been building my library. So plus the charity shop that's just down the road from me, they tend to get a hell of a lot of PC games in there, so it's been hard to resist not getting a few of them. And I'll just go over a few of them that I've got today. They've all more or less cost me around 75p. I think it was or around about £1. Depending, but I don't know, being a charity shop, you know, sometimes I give them more, sometimes I'll give them a bit more, or I'll just give them whatever I've got. So I've got a note or whatever, I'll just give them whatever I've got because it's a charity at the end of the day. So it always feels good to give. So I'll just go over, bring the first one out, which is the Saboteur, which is a fairly recent-ish game, and it's boxed complete. And it looks very nice, very nicely stylized. Apparently it starts off in black and white, and the colour returns to the world the more you knock out those pesky Nazis. And a nice picture of a female derriere there. This game, I think it was made by Pandemic, who did great work with Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, and I forgot what other games they're involved in now. But they had some other quite alright games they're involved in. I have to remember now off the top of my head what they were. Destroy All Humans, that was one of them, yeah. And Mercenaries. I never really played Mercenaries, I just played the demo. I just remember playing the demo of that. But yeah, it seems like it might be a good game, and it was only, you know, pence or £1. And the next game is Bloodstone, 007, Bloodstone. Well, hopefully this works. And I tell you what, this was very creepy because I was watching the YouTuber, what's his name now, Metal Jesus Rocks, and he was doing a Hidden Gems Xbox 360, and from the charity shop I got not only one but 3 of the Xbox 360 Hidden Gems that he had on his video. I actually ended up picking up the next day, and I was like, how weird is that? So that was made by Activision. And I also got this one as well, another one that he picked out on his Xbox 360 Hidden Gems. Now, it got kind of trashed, did this, in the magazines, Singularity, as I recall. Made by Activision as well. Or published, or whatever. And it kind of has like a time travel kind of thing. It's a little bit of the, like, Blinks, the Time Sweeper, or what's its name now? Prince of Persia type mechanic to it, but it's a first-person shooter. And I think it did get kind of trashed by a lot of critics, but he said it's pretty good, so you never know. I'll make my own mind up about it. I haven't actually played it, but again, that was about 75p. And the third one that was on his Hidden Gems for the 360 was this one, Alpha Protocol, which is an espionage RPG, like he said, and he recommended it because he said it's a different kind of a role-playing game and a spy game done in the kind of that kind of style. Published by Sega, made by Obsidian, who did Knights of the Old Republic 2, if I recall, which is an absolutely amazing game, one of my favourite all-time original Xbox games. So, you know, if they made it, it should be okay. I mean, they did an alright job of that game, taking over from BioWare, so it might not be all bad. Plus, if a gamer like him, he seems like a pretty decent guy. If he says it's good, then it's probably going to be worth a look. Then I've got this, Broken Sword, Angel of Death, and this is a good one because it's carrying on the series. I've done a playthrough, a let's play of the very first Broken Sword for the PS1, and I've got the second one on my emulator ready to play at some point, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a rest. And I've also got, I forgot what the other one was called now. It's something to do with the... I forgot what the other one's called now. Is it something about dragon or something? Whatever the third one is, I've got it for the PS2. Sorry, I got a bit of mind block now on what it's called. But I do have the third one for the PS2. But these are kind of a departure. Some people don't like them because they're not as much. They've gone away from the whole point and click. So I was a bit taken aback when I played the first one, because I got it for the PC, I think it was. The third game. I forgot what it's called. Something about Serpent, I think. But yeah. But it should be good. It should be a good one to play, and it'll probably be one of my Let's Plays at some point or another. I will be playing this. But again, that was cheap, and I know it'll be a pretty good game, even if it isn't quite as nostalgic and things as the others. The first two. And then I got this Tomb Raider Underworld. And I've not been a big fan of... Well, then again, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I've not been a big fan. But I've not been very up on the modern Tomb Raiders. I played the first two, I think, or three for the PS1. And I played a little bit of a demo of a latter one. But so I've not played this. But for the price, I thought, well, it's worth adding. I just hope all these games work and they don't need some kind of code. Oh, I'm filming this on my phone, so I just dropped it there. Do my best to break it. I got this as well, Prince of Persia. So, and this is the sort of reboot, the cel shaded one. And it looks quite good. I'm liking the new look, the cel shaded on this, even though it's not new anymore really. But looks like it could be a fun game to play. I don't think it got absolutely bad reviews, but for 75p or whatever I paid for it, I think it'll be well worth it. So I got that. I mean, some of these are really recent, and some of them I've had for a while. Like I also picked this up from nearby. So I got two charity shops right down the road from me. So I'm always forever looking in there, seeing if there's anything. I got World Championship Snooker 2005, basically because I think this was the last decent one before they got a bit too complicated. I remember getting the first one for the PS3 and I didn't like it at all. I used to have on copy the first World Championship Snooker for the PS1, the very first one, I think it was. And that was great. I used to love playing on that. It was nice, simple controls and everything like that. And so this one, maybe the same. The late great Paul Hunter there on there. Sadly, rest in peace, fella. But yeah, I don't have a snooker game, so that's why I got that, because I think it's pretty decent from all accounts. So I will probably play on that at some point. And an absolute classic here, Theme Hospital. So I've seen this a few times, and it's in its original casing, I think, for the PC. Probably not the very original, because it's old as the hills. I had this for the PlayStation 1, and that's what I remember it from. Absolutely great memories of this game. I used to absolutely love it. Very nice humour to it, and everything like that. And who'd have thought running a hospital would be fun as a game, but there you go, it is. Absolutely gem of a game, and that's why I picked that up, because I haven't seen it on the PlayStation 1 recently. I could have probably got it off eBay, but I like to try and get games as cheap as possible, really. So I got that. I got Cossacks. Everything included. Fully instruction booklet. Big thick instruction booklet in this. And I love these games for the PC, those kind of strategy games. Great to just get yourself absorbed in, things like that. So that should be a great one. I remember my friend having this and taking a look on his PC ages ago. But it'll be good to have a little look at that one when I have the time. I've got that many games, though. It's God knows when I'll get time to play it, but it's there. This one is just a pick up and throw away one, really, for most people. But Championship Manager, season 2001-2. I'm kind of into my football, so sometimes, especially with the Championship games, I like to look at them and see the old players, you know, who used to play for who, especially with my club, Burnley. So that one will probably be, I'll have a little nostalgic playthrough maybe at one point. But it will just sit on my shelf for a while, because I won't really have time for that anytime soon. So that was just one to the collection, really. And I've got this Judge Dredd, Dredd vs. Death. I had this for the original Xbox, And I have got it for the PS2 now as well. And I bought this, and I haven't really been on it because it doesn't support controllers for some reason, which is a big no-no for me. I'm not really a PC gamer. Can't handle the whole using the mouse and the keyboard. I don't know why my brain just doesn't get around that. I'm a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer through and through, brought up, so it's not good for me unless it's a strategy game. And I bought this again because of some sweet nostalgia. Masters of Olympus, Zeus. I got this because this was probably, for an actual PC, was the first ever PC game I ever played. My mate got it with his PC. In fact, it might have been his sister's PC when he got like a desktop PC. This was thrown in with the operating software, just in a little paper sleeve. And I remember actually getting addicted to this game, like a city building game. And then you could call on gods. You could build all those things, like big shrines to the gods, and they'd wander around your city and do various things for you. And that was a little gem of a game, really. And that was one of my first introductions to some of the PC gaming, that kind of strategy game and things like that. And again, I had a nice little bit of humour to it and things like that. So yeah, that was a good game. So that's basically why I bought that. It's not an expensive game or anything like that. And another game that brings back absolutely brilliant memories for me is this one, Populous. The Beginning, because I had this for the PS1 and I absolutely love this game. It was an absolute amazing strategy game. There was some amazing strategy games for the PS1 and this was just one of them. I had this, I had Warzone 2100 and I had Command & Conquer, which I've got now. I've got Red Alert and Retaliation in my collection, although Retaliation's missing one of the CDs for it, which I got from a charity shop. But I suppose you can still play as I think it's the Soviets. And this was one of them. I think this was my favourite of the lot. I also had Warcraft 2. That was an absolutely amazing game. That I got that from a friend of a friend. I sadly don't have it anymore, but that was an amazing strategy game as well. Before the whole World of Warcraft thing, that was a brilliant game. And this one, again, brilliant. I'd love to have it for the PS1 again. This one can be a little finicky, but I did get it working on my PC, so I might have a little playthrough of this at some point. At one point, I don't know where it is because there's an option to have this graphics accelerator. Sometimes when you put that on, you get an explosion of rainbow pixels on the screen, so you just can't see anything what's going on. But eventually I got it working on my modern laptop, so I might give that a little playthrough. And just another last three that I've got that I picked up kind of recently, I'd say in the last month. Some of them a couple of months. I got Civilization 4 complete with all the add-ons with it, I think. I'm thinking that's what it is. It was from Game Station, which is sadly no longer with us. And I love Civilization, but my favourite's always going to be Civilization 2 for the PS1, because that was an amazing little game. Even though it had the same track all the way through, for some reason you never got bored of it. That do 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 do, and you had that. That's it. That was your loop. That was your song for up teen hours of playing it. But for some reason you never got bored of it. And I also loved the PS1 version because you actually got the advisors speaking, moving. I don't think it did that on the PC version. You'd have to correct me on that because I never had the PC version. And another thing that's missing, sadly, from having played this on the PC version, deep voiceover guy. He's not on this. He's on the PC version. He's on the PS1 version that one or more of your people cannot get to this point. You don't get him on this. So I missed that guy, actually, when I played that. I thought, where is he? And another one I got recently, Lost Planet, Extreme Conditions. I think this was a bit of an... maybe Capcom. It was a bit of a 50-50 reception to this one, I think. So I don't know much about it, to be honest. And a lot of these games I've not played, apart from the ones where I've mentioned me having good memories of them. I've not played them at all. So anyone who's got any feedback on them can tell me which game it'd be the best to play out of these to start off, that'd be cool. So give me your views on these games, because I like to hear back from fellow gamers. So yeah, that's that one. And then last but not least, Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. And I had to pick this one because I kept seeing it in the charity shop and I kept not buying it, and eventually I just couldn't go past it without not buying it, because I was resisting the urge, because it's an old PC game and I don't know whether it'll support gamepad or not, and that's what I was worrying about, because I don't think I can handle this game without a gamepad. But I'm going to bloody well try, because I had this for the original Xbox and it was a jolly good game. There were some flaws to it for sure, but you could have a hell of a lot of fun with this game. I remember listening to music, merrily force chucking people off buildings and things like that. It was an absolutely great game. I can't remember if there was actual first-person shooter elements into this as well, but it was an absolutely brilliant game. Another good Star Wars game. It wouldn't be Knights of the Old Republic, I don't think, but it was a pretty solid game and I had loads of fun playing that. So hopefully, I'm hoping against hope that will work with my Xbox pad that I use for doing my PC gaming with. Hopefully it'll work. So fingers crossed, guys. But that, again, look, that's complete. It's got everything in it. So hopefully I can be getting my Star Wars action on, hopefully. But that's all I've got for this video. Anyone who's got any feedback on the games, please hit me up with some comments and tell me what you think of these games and things like that, and just let me know if I'm doing a good job, if there's anything I should change, or blah 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 blah. But that's all I've got time for. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I'll be back with another pickup video pretty soon, because I should have some deliveries of some PS1 games and the like, and I'll be going to a car boot this weekend. So stand by for some more videos like that and some more Let's Plays if you want to watch me ramble on while actually playing a game. But that's all I've got time for. I'll see you guys later.